Capturing CO2 from power and chemical plants could reduce greenhouse gas emissions and unlock lucrative opportunities such as enhanced oil recovery. Current approaches, however, are too costly to be practical. Inventis is doing things others haven't yet imagined and delivering outcomes few think are possible. Welcome to carbon capture in 60 seconds, the most economically viable approach for separating CO2 from flue gas streams. The voloxotherm process is the world's first post-combustion CO2 capture process that uses structured adsorbents. At the heart of the voloxotherm process is the rotary adsorption machine, or RAM, which functions in a similar manner to a regenerative air preheater. The RAM consists of a rotating assembly, or rotor, that contains the structured adsorbent. The rotor is divided into sectors by the rotary valve, which establishes separate flow paths for flue gas, steam, and air through each sector while minimizing gas leakage. The temperature swing adsorption, or TSA cycle, is established by the rotation of the structured adsorbent, which completes a full revolution in about 60 seconds. Now, let's look closely at the voloxotherm process, which consists of 3 basic steps. The process begins with the adsorption step, where CO2 is removed from the flue gas stream. The flue gas enters the RAM and contacts the voloxotherm structured adsorbent. CO2 is adsorbed, while other gases pass through. Next is the regeneration step. After the structured adsorbent becomes saturated with CO2, it needs to be regenerated. Low-pressure steam is used to release the CO2 from the adsorbent. As the steam flows into the structured adsorbent, CO2 is released and exits the RAM with water vapor, which is readily condensed to yield a pure stream of CO2. The final step is the cooling step. After the CO2 has been released from the structured adsorbent, it needs to be cooled. Air is used to cool the structured adsorbent, preparing it for the adsorption step, and the process is started over again. 3 simple steps in just 60 seconds. The voloxotherm process is the lowest cost post-combustion CO2 capture process. Now, the economics make sense. Inventis, the next CO2 solution, is actually a solid.